We were a very, very old Czech family from Prague. Some of the documents that some historians were able to find, we date back over 1,000 years. In fact, during the spring, during President Dubček's time, when the Russians had to invade Prague to remove him, I received a book printed in Czech, Russian, I think it was also French, maybe 4 languages, which was called 1,000 Years of Jewry in Bohemia. So on the grave of my super great-grandfather, it said that he came from the lowlands in 968. So in 1968, he wrote into this book in his handwriting, he said, to the last of the Meislikans, because by this time some of our relatives who got out to France became Catholic. So this was the reason, instead of Mohicans, he wrote Meislikans. After the war, during the war, just something personal, I joined the Air Training Corps, which was the sort of preparation for flying. The war finished before we were able to start our course, but we were trained. And both my brother and I had attended the last 2 years, 43, 45, 44, 45, the Czech State Secondary School, which was in Wales. So we had moved from Bedford to Wales, and we were able to study at least 2 years. Everything was in Czech. In other words, the foreign language at school was English, French maybe. I came back, my brother and I came back with the Czech Air Force. The Czech Air Force that had Liberator squadrons, which was a US bomber which was used for bombing Germany, and they converted the bomb bay. They put seats in the bomb bay, and we sat in this bomb bay without being able to see out between London, at that time it wasn't Heathrow, between London, one of the London airports, all the way to Prague. And we arrived in Prague a few days after it was liberated, and in those days you didn't have to buy tickets for trains. Trains were running around Europe free, and we got to Brno and found in our apartment, which had been evacuated by the Germans who had taken it over, they left for Austria or Germany, there were people who came back from concentration camps that didn't have homes, maybe didn't even come from Brno. So we went and stayed with a Czech family by the name of Sekal. Our grandfathers had built a home outside of town together, and he was, which is unusual, hardly anybody in Poland can say this, or in any other country, but the night that